So, my next question to you is, how crucial do you think is having a personalized planner in someone's FRM preparation?
I think that's a wonderful question, and I think this is exactly where we connected to create a customized, tailor-made plan to all our students. Because what happens is, for a fact that when you're doing level one, you've got 60 chapters to cover for the exam. You've got 100 questions coming in. But the problem is, when you look at 60 chapters at a whole, the curriculum looks like a big thing, and everybody has a specific day routine. Some people study during the day, some people study at night, some people study early in the morning, and that's where giving them a customized plan as per their strengths, we aren't pointing out their weaknesses. What we do is we first ask for their strengths, we ask for their routine, we ask for their plan, what is going on in their head, and as per that we put them in a comfort zone and help them maximize their potential, and we maximize their output in the time slot that they wish to study. And this is exactly where we split the entire 60 chapters into smaller pieces and give it to them. And we are accountable to them in ways that, they just update us with how much they've covered from the entire syllabus. We've got a good peer to peer learning community. People post their doubts and they clear each other's queries on the group. And I think that creates a very safe ecosystem for everybody where the mentor is directly involved with the students. And plus, you also have a bit of a peer pressure that sets in because you've got your peer in the group who's studying. And if you are lagging behind, you always have the kick to match up to his pace. So I think having a personalized plan is very important. And yeah. And along with this, the FRM, giving an FRM exam is not just about reading the curriculum once. You have to read it once, you have to solve the questions, you have to identify your weak areas, you have to revisit them, you have to solve questions again, you have to solve mock papers. There's a lot that goes behind an FRM exam. You have to remember all the formulas, you have to practice them, practice the numericals. And this is just for 60 chapters. So, all in all, you are grasping a lot of content, and the biggest issue with FRM is retention. So, giving a customized planner and making sure that the candidate is in touch with all the subjects regularly, that is something where we come in and it is going to help all the students.
So, can you please stress a little bit more on the retention part? What is the best way that, while you are preparing for the exam, you make sure that you don't lose track of something you studied 2 months ago, and then you have to revisit and spend a lot of time? How should one approach, this kind of a problem statement? Because we know for sure that people struggle with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of the most common issues that I've seen with candidates who are preparing for the exam. I personally prefer mixing two books at one time. So, let's say you're covering book two and book four from the curriculum in level one. Instead of covering book two at a stretch and then moving on to book four, probably I would do 2 days of book two and then the next 2 days of book four, and then come back to book two later. That way, your mind doesn't get cluttered with the same book at one time. You don't get bored with covering the same content for a very long time. Plus, you always stay in touch with another book. So instead of having a 15-day gap between book two and book four, now you just have a small gap of 2 to 3 days, and that's where you keep rotating between the books, you keep switching between the subjects, and you are in a way training your mind for the exam. Because in the exam you're not going to have 100 questions in a specific flow that 20 questions are going to come from book one, then 20 are going to come from book two, then 30 from book three, and 30 from book four. It's all going to be a jumbled set. So naturally, by doing this, you are training your mind to switch from one book to another in a very short span of time. So I think this is one strategy that is definitely going to help all the students.
Hey, that's that sounds like a great plan, and hopefully people can take advantage of this advice. So if you are out there watching us, no matter how you are preparing, you should definitely keep this in mind, that you should have a routine and a planner, and you should think your entire preparation through. Otherwise, towards the end, it will be a lot to handle altogether if you are not revising those concepts.